Hello and welcome to this mindful morning yoga flow. This is a full body practice with options to suit everyone. So no matter if you're a beginner or a little bit more advanced, you can make the practice your own. When you're ready, we'll begin in a seated position. So take a moment to get comfortable. Rest your hands in your lap or on your knees and soften your eyes closed. We'll begin our practice with a few moments, just a pause. Give yourself time to check in, to find your breath. Deepening the breath now, take a full inhale through the nose and hold the breath in at the top. Exhale slowly through the nose or mouth. Inhale deeply through the nose. Retain the breath at the top. And exhale, empty out. One more breath like this. Inhale deeply. Hold at the top. Exhale completely. And flicker your eyes open. Interlace your fingers and flip your palms, extend your arms in front of you. With an inhale, raise the arms up, lifting shoulders up by ears. With your exhale, start to bend to the left, finding a stretch down the right side of your torso. Continue to reach through your arms, and if the right side hips are starting to lift, then try to anchor down through that side. Hold for one more breath in. Exhale out, come back through center. Big breath in here, reaching a little bit taller. And with your exhale, bend to the right. Stretching down the left side this time. Continue to reach through your arms. If the left side is wanting to lift, then try to anchor down through that side. Hold for one more breath in. And an exhale out. Come back through center. Another big inhale here, reaching up through the arms. With your exhale, twist to the left. Bring the right hand to the left knee. Place the left hand behind you for support. Then instead of forcing yourself to go deeper, move with your breath. Start with an inhale in position. Lift from the crown of your head to lengthen your spine. And with your exhale, notice if space becomes available for you to twist into. We'll take 2 more breaths in this way. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to explore your twist. Inhale, untwist, reach both arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring the left hand to the right knee. Place the right hand behind for support. Then moving with the guidance of your breath. Inhale, lengthen from the crown of your head. Exhale as you twist. 2 more breaths like this. Inhale as you untwist, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Nice. Then release your hands by your side, come into tabletop. from your tabletop position, extend the right leg, keeping the toes on the mat. Turn your body to the right side and create a kickstand with the left leg. So you're coming into a supported side plank. For those that would like a little bit more of a challenge here, you could extend the left leg in front of you and you have the option to keep the foot on the ground, or you could lift the leg. Whilst you're here, create a fist with the right hand. Start to roll out your wrist. So we're multitasking a little bit here. Nice. Release, come back through tabletop. We'll switch sides now. Extending the left leg, turning the body to the side. Create a kickstand with your right leg to come into your supported side plank. Then, just like before, you have the option to extend the leg in front, keeping the foot on the ground, or you could lift the leg, hovering it off the ground. Create a fist with the left hand. Start to roll out your wrist. And come back into tabletop. With your inhale, dip your belly to arch your spine. With your exhale, round your back, press the floor away. Inhale as you arch, finding cow pose. Exhale as you round into cat. Moving with your breath now, going at the pace of your inhale and your exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Come back into a neutral spine. Then tuck your toes, lift your hips, make your way into downward facing dog. When you arrive here, you can start to pedal out the legs, or perhaps you prefer to just shimmy the hips side to side. Take the first few breaths here to find what feels good. Then settle into stillness. Take a full breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Looking forward, slowly step the feet forwards to come to forward fold. Then bringing your hands to your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Roll the shoulders down the back. Exhale, bring the fingertips to the mat. Step the left foot back, lower the knee. And reach the right arm up to come to a twisted low lunge. You have the option to keep the arms as they are. If you'd like to add in a little bit more movement, start to draw your right arm back towards the back of your mat. And then sweep the arm forwards. Continue to draw circles with the arm. Reach the arm back up, tuck your toes, lift your back knee. Then turn the front foot to the right. Reach your right arm overhead. So you're coming into a side body stretch. You have the option to sink the left side hip down for a twisted lizard. Continue to press the floor away. Hold for a breath in. Exhale it out, turn to face forwards and step back to plank. Holding this a few breaths. If at any time you need to modify, you can always lower the knees. Relax chin in towards chest to take the tension out of the neck. Hold for a breath in. On your exhale, start to bend the elbows towards the side of your torso, lower down through chaturanga. Bring the forearms to the mat and lift your chest into Sphinx. Gently rolling the shoulders down the back here. Take a full breath in, expand through the chest. With your exhale out, come back to downward dog. Holding for a breath in. Exhale, step the feet forwards, coming into forward fold. Bringing hands to thighs, inhale, half lift, roll your shoulders down your back. Exhale, bring the fingertips to the mat. Right foot steps back, lower the knee. Reach the left arm up to come to your twisted lunge. Again, you could stay here in stillness, or you could start to draw the left arm back and then sweep forwards, drawing large circles with the arm, going at the pace of your breath. Reach the arm up, tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Then turn your front foot to the left. Reach the left arm overhead. So this could be option number 1. Option number 2, you could sink the right side hip down for a twisted lizard. Continue to press away from the floor. Cultivate some strength here. With your exhale, turn to face forwards, step to plank. Holding a few breaths again, building some heat in the body. Shoulders are over wrists. With your next exhale, lower down to your belly. Keep the hands under the shoulders as you roll your shoulders back, lift your chest for baby cobra. Instead of forcing the posture, give your body time here. Take a generous inhale. And with your exhale, see if you can ease into position. One more breath like this. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. With your inhale, lift the right leg high, keeping the hips square. As you exhale, bring your knee in towards your nose, as close as you can get it. Then step the foot in between the hands. Reach your arms up for high lunge. And interlace your fingers, flip your palms, start to draw your arms back. Opening through the chest for an inhale. With your exhale, arms reach forwards, shift weight forwards. Start to lift the back leg for warrior 3. If you need some assistance here, you could bring the fingertips down to the mat for support. Reach through your toes, all the way through to your fingers. And slowly start to bend the grounded legs. We're working through some ankle mobility here as you slowly lower that back leg down to the mat. Inhale, come back to high lunge. Exhale, open out the back foot, open the arms wide for warrior 2. Consciously relax your shoulders down your back. Then flip the front palm. Inhale to reach up, reversing your warrior. Left hand can rest on the left leg here if you'd like to take a bind. Left arm could wrap behind the back. You could hold onto your clothing or maybe even find the right hip crease. Inhale, come back to warrior 2. Windmill the hands down, step back to plank. Pushing the floor away, hold for a breath in. Exhale, lower down to the mat. This time, roll onto the tops of the feet, press through to upward facing dog. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, hold for an inhale. And with your exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the left leg high, keeping the hips square. With your exhale, bring knee into your nose as close as you can. Step the foot in between the hands and come up into high lunge. Interlacing your fingers, flipping your palms, start to draw the arms back, opening the chest. With your exhale, arms reach forwards, shift weight forwards. Start to lift the back leg for warrior 3. If you need some assistance, the fingertips can always come down to the ground. I find it's really helpful to focus the gaze on one spot here. Start to bend the grounded leg, working some ankle mobility as you slowly lower the back foot down to the mat. Inhale, come through high lunge. Exhale, open out for warrior two. Relax your shoulders. Then flipping the front palm, inhale to reverse your warrior. Right hand can rest on the leg, or perhaps you find a bind, wrapping right arm behind the back. Inhale, come through to warrior two. Windmill the hands down, step back to plank. And pushing the floor away, hold for a breath in. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. You can always lower the knees if you're modifying. Inhale, come through to upward facing dog. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Lifting the right leg high, open out your hips, stacking the right side on top of the left. With your exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. And lower the back knee down as we pause a few moments in lizard. You have a couple of options here. You could keep the foot flat to the floor, or you could roll onto the outer edge of the foot and allow the knee to roll out to the side. If you'd like to take this one step further, the right arm can reach back to catch the back foot. So you have many options here to make it your own. If you're holding onto the foot, release the foot. If the knee is out to the side, bring the foot flat. Then tuck the back toes, lift the knee, open out the back foot. And you may want to turn your front foot to the left side as you sink your hips to the right heel, coming into skandasana. Now you may find that the right heel needs to lift to make it more accessible. That's perfectly fine. If not, see where you can take it. For those that would like more of a challenge here, you can interlace your fingers, flip your palms, reach your arms up. So you're just relying on the strength in your legs to hold you in position. Good, turning to face forwards, plant the left hand, reach your right arm up, coming into a twisted lunge. And start to shift onto the outer edge of your back foot, getting ready for a side plank. You could keep this right foot on the ground here. If you're looking for a challenge, lift the foot, keeping a bend in the knee. Keep pressing the floor away. Try to lift your hips as high as you can. Hold for a breath in. Exhale takes you back into plank. Moving with your breath. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second side, lifting the left leg high, opening out the hip. Stacking the left side on top of the right. And step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, coming into lizard. So your options here are to keep the front foot flat. You could roll onto the edge of the foot, letting the knee draw out to the side. And if you'd like to take it one further, you could reach the left arm back to catch the foot. And start to slow down the breath as we pause here, so that you can experience the pose to its fullest. If you're holding the back foot, release the foot. Bring the front foot flat if it isn't already. Then tuck the back toes to lift the knee, open out the back foot. You may want to turn this front foot to the right just a little so it's on an angle. Start to sink your hips to the left heel to bring you into skandasana. And just like before, if the left heel is lifted, that's perfectly okay, nothing wrong with that. For those that would like more of a challenge here, you could interlace the fingers, flip your palms, reach your arms up, focusing on pressing the floor away to hold you in position. Turn to face forwards, planting the right hand, reaching the left arm up, coming into a twist. Then slowly roll onto the outer edge of the back foot. So you're setting yourself up for your side plank again. You can keep this front foot on the ground for support. If you're feeling ready, then pick up the foot, keep a bend in the knee to find your side plank. Keeping right shoulder stacked over the wrist. Lift your hips as high as you can. Hold for an inhale. Exhale takes you back into plank. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing here for 5 steady breaths. Focusing on grounding through hands and feet. Relaxing chin in towards the chest. Lift the heels. Ripple to the top of a high plank. And slowly lower down to your belly. Reach your arms either side your body. With an inhale, lift your legs, lift your arms and your chest, coming into locust. You have the option to stay here with arms and legs extended, or you could bend the knees, catch the ankles to come into bow. If you're finding bow, focus on pressing against your hands. This will help you to open the chest and lift your chest a little higher. Slowly release. Make a pillow with your forearms. Rest your head. And swing your hips from side to side, just releasing any lower back tension. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Come back up into tabletop. From here, find a seated position. From your seated position, stack the left leg on top of the right. So both feet and knees are in line. It doesn't matter if the top leg, knee is up in the air, that's okay. It's gonna look different in everybody. And you have the option just to rest the arms and hands by your side, or you could explore folding forwards. Relaxing chin in towards chest. Slowing down the breath to experience the posture at its fullest. Inhale to lengthen the spine, sitting up tall. Then bring the left foot to the side of the right knee. Lift the left knee in towards your chest. Then the right arm will wrap around the leg. Left hand will come behind you to come into a twist. Just like we did at the start of class, without force, let the pose be guided by the breath. So you're moving mindfully, one breath at a time. Slowly release. We'll switch the stack of the legs. So right will come on top of left. Feet and knees in line. Doesn't matter if your knee is up in the air or down by your foot. And you can either rest the arms by your side or you could experiment folding forwards. Sitting back up, bring the right foot to the outside of the left knee and lift your knee in towards your chest. Left arm will wrap around the leg, right hand will come behind you for support. Then moving with your breath into position. Hello. We have some helpers. You're gonna stay for this one, okay? And release the twist. Then we'll finish our practice in any restorative position. For me, I'm gonna choose a seated position. If you would like to take Shavasana, that's also an option for you. Just finding a place where you can be still for the last minute or two of this practice. You have the option simply to focus on the breath. It may be that you'd like to reflect on what kind of day you would like to set yourself up for. Begin to deepen your breath, bringing awareness back to your body. If you're in Shavasana, hug your knees into your chest. Slowly roll onto your side. And join me back in a seated position. We'll take a final moment just to let the effects of this practice soak in. Take an inhale, lift your shoulders up by your ears. With your exhale, relax your shoulders back and down. And flick your eyes open. And that completes the end of this practice. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. Have an amazing day. I hope to see you again next time.